10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello, good day, and welcome to the deciding game of this best of 3 between MVP Phoenix versus Signature.Trust. So, my name is Hades, my co-caster Danelli. Hello.
So, game 3, been 1-1. Both teams are capable of beating each other. I think the biggest thing was Trust being able to take the game off Phoenix. So this is the game decider. I said in the beginning that the statistics for MVP to Trust was 65-35, and Trust are giving MVP a good run for their money, so I'm gonna have to change my odds. They're really performing. I did mention before that chances are we've seen Phoenix so much on land that we haven't really seen the impact of any sort of lag for MVP Phoenix online now, so things could have changed a little bit. I don't want to take credit away from Trust. They did play amazing game 1, so hopefully they can keep this up in game 2. For it to be good in game 3 for some reason. In game 3 for Trust, they had the momentum of the game. That was because MVP played a passive style of Dota. If MVP is going into this third game, you will know they're going for those aggressive heroes. Trust are going to have to contend with that aggression. I think that's the best way for Trust to them off of MVP. Play them at their own game. If you can maintain control of a feed, they're going to be in a position. And you can tell already, Axe pick for Phoenix, they want to play aggressive.
Also, Signature.Trust, they actually have swapped out a player. Baymal is here now.
Ah.
I guess
Who did
that's
they swap out?
10 seconds remaining.
Pro.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, something isn't right. It's like, what happened? And I was like, why are we taking so long to start game 3? And I realized, oh wait, Baymal just came in. He's their coach. So, alright, makes sense. But this also means that Signature.Trust may be playing a different style. At least, you know, since Baymal is their coach, it means they have, you know, another in-game leader, the shot calls. But so far, I mean, Signature.Trust, they will go with the purple strat at the beginning first. We see Darkseer and Witch Doctor immediately picked up. No hesitation there. So these two heroes synergize okay-ish. And MVP Phoenix, well, I mean the first pick Axe, like you said, they want to be rushing into your face. Manly patch heroes, be a Bristleback, be like potentially be a safe lane Axe, or you can even go back for the Bristleback and Lich or Bristleback IO, which MVP always does.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best thing here for me is just Witch Doctor is so good in these teamfight skirmishes, especially if it's just 5 heroes versus 5, because Paralyzing Cask is absolutely well, especially if it bounces between 2. They are never going anywhere. That's going to be free kills for Signature. Whereas MVP, they got strat, so purple versus red. Doom, second pick up here for MVP. Doom is still going to be an amazing spell. Chances are this is going to be a roaming Doom. I don't really see Doom able to accomplish much with Axe in that bottom lane. I guess they could if the Doom gets lucky and grabs the Troll Ensnare or the Purge spells, but I don't really think that's going to be the case here for MVP. Probably going to be more of a DJ-esque style of Doom to roam around, try and grab some kills with any of those creep spells. MVP, they really hate spells as a Medusa, and I can understand why. I've just been sitting there hoping that MVP lets it through and we get to see Hell's Medusa, but no, every single time, Spin Phase always gets banned.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I mean, Medusa against a Darkseer is not an ideal matchup at the same time. It's so easy to just knock down the creeps, and Medusa just wants to flash farm, and you know, it doesn't really matter.
The Medusa would have been for Lakel's, not for
Phoenix's turn to battle.
Alright. I am drunk right now. Okay, anyways.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, I mean, like, even that accent, well, still annoying because all the more it's worse because these heroes, none of these heroes can stand up against a Medusa.
Exactly. That's why they have to ban.
Yeah, that's why they have to ban it, and maybe they want, like, they're okay with Slark, Spectre, but I feel that.
I don't know if you want to Slark. I feel like it's Axe is such a great hero. Slark.
I just
if Slark gets doomed. Ruffle stomped into fish and chips.
I just the most random thought ever. I just realized that this patch buffs all the fish heroes this game patch. Think about it.
That
Radiant team
did not. Naga Siren didn't get buffed.
Kinda, because I believe the diffusal bit does more damage now, or at least the mana burn is tiny bit.
She's still a niche hero though. I guess actually go tiny buff, but not a direct buff to her. So
10
Well, yeah, I
seconds
mean, if they buffed it
remaining.
anymore, every single pub would be a Naga game, and then you'd be like, Sleepy Dota. But you think about it, just think about
Uh,
Slark,
Remaining.
Slada, Tidehunter. Every single one of these heroes got a buff.
Reserve time.
yeah, that is true.
I just felt like it's seafood. Anyways, I mean, back to these bans. MVP Phoenix, ban out the Queen of Pain. This is something which Feymao has been known to play. On occasion, I think Boombell took mid once. All wrong. That's like that was a half a year ago, or even longer than that. But Signature.Trust, you take out Disrupt this time, which is actually really good because that just means you don't want to give that to MVP Phoenix. Can you imagine you doom someone, you glimpse them back? You just don't want that. And it's
Saw
just
that
too
already.
risky.
Yeah, we saw that in game 1. You know what? In game 1, we saw that it was, even though it was an MVP, that game we still saw how Disruptor could be. I think in particular, for people that did watch this series, game 1, that glimpse on the Zeus when Signature.Trust was trying to go for a push down bottom, like that one glimpse, Signature.Trust not able to push all of a sudden. Like, that's just the strength of Disruptor in general. General Gyrocopter, jump from Trust. Favorite hero of mine. He is quite unfortunately boring to watch, but he does fit into the draft of Trust. They are very ultimate dependent, but they have a lot of teamfight presence now.
And Gyrocopter's gonna come online very easily. I mean, okay, as you see Lacels, he was thinking, okay, again, what did I go for? Well, Gyro is one of the few heroes who can sort of like run up against an axe early on because of the Rocket Barrage, and even if you can't, you always have Flat Cannon to do that extra bit of harassment damage. And Bounty Hunter, again, Febby, he will have to just have as much impact as he did back in game 1. You saw he was just putting all these very deep wards, just tiny sneaky wards. Vision, you saw how he even dodged the smoke gank, which rotated like 4 heroes mid, and the Febby ward, it saved them, and the countless amount of trap kills. And Signature.Trust, they want to play the Vision game now in response to the Bounty Hunter, which will be the Night Stalker as a support. I've never been a fan of the Night Stalker support, maybe because I don't play Night Stalker enough. I'm so used to him being as a core, but I like it as well because it means that Axe and Doom are not able to initiate as confidently as they want, especially since we saw back in both of the 2 games already what Warrior likes to do. He blind calls, and with this Night Stalker, all the more he doesn't want to do it.
Exactly. It's just so scary. And also you have the added bonus of this silence. MVP, they need to be careful with their next hero pickups. If they pick up anything that is going to be relatively weak to any sort of silence, in particular the Night Stalker one, especially at nighttime, 8-second crippling fear, it's terrifying. That's just going to be a dead hero full stop. There's no way you're getting away with Night Stalker if you're already slowed up as well as silenced. For MVP, they've got 35 seconds left on the clock. They've got their roaming hero with the bounty. They have their offlane with the axe. This is a core Doom now, right? Because they got bounty. These 2 heroes cannot be supports together. Has to be a core Doom.
Maybe not. I like how this works as well because, okay, think about it this way. It feels like a very all or nothing, but looks like you're right. It's gonna be a core Doom because I was thinking Doom and Bounty. I mean, Doom and Bounty have actually decent, strong roaming potential. This allows for the Doom to go into a Vlads and drums. Bounty can go for the Meta Arcanes. Like that, you can dominate the mid game, but Venge works just as much because right now you can see they have such strong Roche potential, strong pick-off potential. So you can't get the Disruptor, it doesn't matter. You've got the Venge to swap you back in.
Is this possibly a Drow strat for MVP? They've got 3 heroes that are going to have a reasonable time sort of keeping heroes off of the Drow. You've got Venge as well. Track, which is going to give vision to MVP. It also is going to give them some push, because their push right now is not that attractive.
10 seconds remaining.
It'd be possible here if MVP wants to go for it. Signature.Trust, they don't have a hero StarLadder or a Tidehunter that's going to grab that really quick blink for initiation. And Batrider in particular. Shadow Fiend sounds reasonable as well. That minus armor would have been very good. The minus armor strat with the as well as Shadow Fiend.
It's risky though, because if you go for the Drown, who do you even pick up? I mean, like, how would you lane it more? Like, Drown mid?
You can just put the Drow mid.
Kinda risky though.
Because you have the bounty there.
I'm also interested to see who Signature.Trust picks up as mid hero. I mean,
it's a Storm Spirit. Oh, I'm excited.
Night Stalker could actually go mid as well. He does decently okay at Storm Spirit.
Not too sure if you want to put the Night Stalker mid though. I feel like they need a hero that's going to be able to scale in the mid lane now. Because right now they've only got the Gyrocopter that's going to scale reasonably well, whereas for Phoenix, Storm Spirit, we don't see the hero much, but if you give him those items, the hero can scale infinitely just because Bloodstone. And it's a DK as the last pickup. Oh, I'm excited.
So Storm against DK, it's good. DK once again got another buff to his Fire Breath, which nerfs your damage for a period of time, and they increase that nerf. I mean, yeah, increase the debuff, sorry, not nerf. And the hero, and they're not gonna be able to kill each other unless the supports rotate in. But even then, DK is just in the nature of the hero alone, he's so darn tanky.
I think here, if you're MVP, if they can't kill the DK, at least have Febby to sort of have him out of lane to get the best start in mid. They need QO to scale as quickly as possible, just so that he's able to be that disruption against Signature.Trust. I think another thing to also mention is that there are two pretty good spells to deal with the Storm Spirit, which is the Silence on the Night Stalker, as well as a stun from the DK. But that's it. They don't have anything else. It's situations like this where you're Trust, you kind of wish you could swap out the Witch Doctor for a Lion. You have the Hex, the instant disable to catch out the Storm Spirit. Like you can kind of say like DK can do it, but if he's in melee form, that's impossible. No sane Storm is going to stand next to a DK if he knows there's follow-up behind him. And for Night Stalker, the range for Crippling Fear, it's not amazing, and there's also a bit of a cast time. So if QO sees Abba, time he can just zip out.
This game feels kind of weird to be a Storm though, because laning wise, in like his transition to the mid game, I get it's okay, but I question like how is he even gonna farm properly? Right now you see, but you've got two great jungling heroes. It's always ideal that, you know, the Axe maybe he picks up a couple of stacks, Doom is gonna be farming the jungle, and you look at Storm, where does he farm? Because once he loses the lane, he doesn't really have a place on his own.
You got Bounty. You got Bounty for track kills. Just needs that dagger, so Forev will probably just abandon the jungle after that and set up for QO. Doom will definitely be in the jungle, so they're gonna have to share that a little bit, but I feel like they can definitely make exceptions for QO. And as we all know, MVP gotta play around QO. Star player, I don't, but the game for MVP sort of dictates on how QO does, because he's the one that starts up the play, sets up the kills, goes for crazy plays. There's a reason QO's made a name for himself as, you could say, the Havost of SEA. And it's because he goes for those crazy plays and it works to success. Most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time.
8k MMR.
Yeah.
Alright,
Gets the MMR to show it.
Yep, and so we see Febby, he's gonna place the ward down already. Alright, so Fema is gonna be playing the support role. Like I said, you know. Oh wait, okay, it's actually Jabs who takes the mid. He playing the off lane just now? Yeah, Boombell was the one playing the support, but now he's in the off lane.
Jabs played support. It was on the Earth Spirit last time.
Alright. Okay, I'm not sure why my mind registers Jabs and Boombells. I always mixed up. Anyways, we do rep coming in spin
Jabs.
for me, spin, and he will. Oh, QO for his blood. One. Oh, casket bouncing and the Ion Shell. Darkseer gets a double kill. That's his soul ring almost completed, and yeah, it's okay. He burnt himself, but he got so much from that. Already almost level 2. He's gonna have a ball of a time.
That's on 3 heroes are close to getting level 2. That is such a huge advantage going into the laning phase. So it means they're going to have access to their level 3 a little bit quicker than MVP, and in most situations, if you have a level advantage like that, you can jump on them with those level 2 spells. This is such a huge trust. Oh, like I'm plugging in the way of MVP fine, but that EXP giveaways, it feels like it may be a bit too much.
This is legit one of the most interesting matchups you're going to see in a while, because Axe against DK, you never see this often.
Well,
I have this sudden urge to try Axe mid.
Counter Helix is pure, so Jabs' armor is going to be non-existent. Like, the heal's still going to be useful, but if he gets too close to 4F, he's going to lose so much HP. So this is such good laning decision here from MVP. We thought it was going to be a standard Storm mid, but to pull out an Axe mid, this is... You know, it's working. Say the least. It's absolutely working.
And I mean, he doesn't have to worry about the call as well, because you always have the Janata slow. Febby's just sticking around waiting for like a courier snipe. He's walking off the wrong time. Oh, they're playing it safe. They're playing it very safe. He's like, okay, let them waste time, walk all the way back for the courier. And they know Febby's all the way at the top, so this is where Jabs is like, okay, I'll take my bottle now, thank you. Abba's kind of rotating in, he doesn't have protection. He has boots though, it is daytime, so get the illusion rune in boot.
There we go. So Bottle also delivered to Jabs, so you could technically say that Jabs is never going to run out of HP, so he's up against 4F. Good news though, because they're running the ag like this, is that Jabs is going to have a difficult time grabbing CS. DK, not the best farmer, he can breathe fire. If he runs out of mana, then there's going to be a chance he's just going to miss CS under the tower just because DK base damage. It's fine, but it's not the best. And then the weird wind up.
Oh, meanwhile top lane, playing very aggressive. They want to go for Mr. Dubu. Lord Dubu gonna get burned down by the Iron Shell. Poke. And the Surge, he will die. Actually, no, it just expired, but nonetheless, he will get the kill. And with the Illusion Rune tanking the creep wave, Kyo takes quite a bit of unnecessary damage. And, you know, bottom lane, will they go in for MP? I think he's considering going for the slow.
Courier snipe from Kiwi up top.
Oh!
That's quite big. Now for Jabs to use for bottle crawling.
Somewhere out there, he's considering a soul ring, but he knows you just have to wait it out. But this will just emphasize that the supports for Signature.Trust have to help him, you know, better with the rune control, because this is just so crucial. 4F doesn't need a bottle. Now he's gone for a ring of health. An axe.
The man, strength hero forever. But yeah, I agree with you there, absolutely. They need to make sure these runes go in the way of the DK, or maybe if they have to, just take the bottle, bring it home for him, and bring it back. All of a sudden, look for him, we're just gonna stop. Yeah, this is not a day for Jabs. Jabs is like, what are these shenanigans?
Well, he's very, very tanky. So...
The axe can just sort of maybe go for some right click. He's not going to, he's just gonna farm the jungle instead. So good with his time management in the 4F.
Well, I like what he's doing as well. He knows that he can't get the kill on the axe, so what he's done is just to sustain better in lane. He's gone for point in stats. Look at it. He's level 5, level 3 in Breathe Fire, point in the Dragon's Blood. So that's pretty much all he needs. And actually, on the contrary, I would say that DK has he's pretty good laning wise, but I agree with you about his farm rate. This is where he kind of catches up. He needs the level 2 Dragon form so that he can, you know, clear ancient stacks, stuff like that. So,
not really stacking for him though. I think that's the thing for Trust. If they start stacking, then the DK can come
MP, back. Very, very low. It's quite scary to score stuff, and extra regeneration is going to keep him alive. And he has the Unholy Aura as well. Top lane, they're thinking about going to cure the vacuum back. He doesn't level 6. So they're sharing the aggro now. Abba will go down, but Darkseer will get the kill. And that's the most important thing, because right now this just means by Arcane Boots if he wants. And get it? Now he's going to TB back to base.
That was very nice for QA though, managing to get the kill on the Night Stalker before he died himself. He was able to grab a little bit of extra EX so close to slow, so once that's up, he almost kill. Not completely, but almost, assuming that none of the major disables from Signature.Trust connect. Ven to get 6 though, then I really don't see
Oh,
Trust
wow.
being able to control QO.
Naked Vanguard. So 4F, he knows he doesn't really need to kill jabs. All he needs to do is just cut the creep wave, get his farm. He's so tanky. He's going for the call, spin for me, baby. No, 4F doesn't get the RNG. He needs to get the kill, but okay, he does get a bit of damage out to jabs. And again, you know, it's just two tanky heroes, these manly heroes facing off. He may not like being chased up by Ebba. It is nighttime, so he actually will be able to kill him here if he wants to. He has the one charges if he needs to.
Oh, the Dukes. TP support. Ebba really wants this.
Ebba wants this, but Ebba's not gonna get it. Oh, he does get it just in the nick of time, but they don't even get the kill on the hero. It's the tower which claims the last hit. So, oof. Right.
I thought he wasn't going well though. I thought that was gonna be very, very close. But I thought the Doom would have lived. That last hit. Night Stalker the hell.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
From Night Stalker. Excuse me. I'm starting to lose my brain here, but jeez. Dived really deep for that. Now mid lane is converging. Can't really jump onto 4 though. You got haste fast.
S2 Furious. And with Winlace, he may consider going for drums actually.
Really surprised that 4 did go straight for
Oh,
Blink.
4 thinking the call, but nah, he just walked up. Nighttime Ebba's here. The call is gonna spin up. Oh, he's gonna get a kill. He's gonna back off himself, and he will die to the Witch Doctor's Maledict. It is level 2. He actually didn't go for a single point into his Voodoo Restoration at all. So he's playing for the DPS kind of Witch Doctor, not so much the babysitting kind of guy.
And then down towards bottom. Poor
Very,
a lot of damage from
Lakel's. Yeah, he doesn't have the damage.
Or the
I mean,
vision.
yeah, that's true. But Febby, well, he does beat out the cooldown, which means that MP, he will have a slightly better time in lane. You don't usually see him in lane, I mean in the off lane, that's MP.
Yeah.
Kyo's level 6 now, it's gonna be much harder to kill him.
In terms of female with this very interesting aggressive Witch Doctor build, a lot of players also like to mention that with Witch Doctor, depending on how he skills that game, it can sort of tell you like in direction play.
Bottom lane brought down very low.
Not dead, he's fine. But because Feymouse decided to put the to Maledict, you know Trust is going to play aggressive with this. To make the most of Maledict when it's strongest, which is early on in the game, so expect Signature.Trust to go for these rotation kills, and hopefully they're going to be able to grab objectives out of this. My one concern is that Trust's push, it's reasonable with this DK, but with no dragon form, their push is quite... Although the same could be for MVP too though, right? Like they don't have the best power pushes either, so it's going to be more or less a game of push and shove.
Well, on the contrary, I would say that Signature.Trust actually has better push because of the gyro. I mean, yeah, he doesn't click that hard, but once he gets the items, they can actually push really fast and clear waves as well. And not to mention, you've got the darks here to help clear these waves and provide sustain, which is why I kind of question Feimao not getting a value point in the Voodoo Restoration. Sustain with the Dragon's Blood and the Night Stalker. Imagine it's so hard to kill anybody because they can just kite you around. And Ebba, he's gonna get to level 6 pretty soon. Jabs is already in lane, going towards drums it seems. He picks up a casual bracer.
Casual bracer. Febby picked up his arcane boots, so there is going to be a lot more pressure thrown out by Febby as well. Means that he's going to try and grab that level 6, if not just try and assist with the kill. Like mid 4F still sitting. Do you think he's going to go for the Blink Dagger next, so he can act as that setup outside of QO? Because QO can technically set up as well.
Maybe. Oh, the smoke is broken. 4F, that ward up on the high ground, scouted them out. And oh, the vacuum back onto the low ground into the stun. Well played from Boombell, and he's going to commit the wall for this, but he's super tanky, tanking up everything. 5 heroes in the middle lane just to kill off 4F. MVP are going to be perfectly happy with this trade because right now this opens up the bottom lane. Q is going to be happy with the free. The top lane is wide open, and MVP they're not going to contest at T1, so that's a bit of map control going the way of Signature.Trust.
It looks like they're going to try and grab their own tower though, down towards bottom. No one on the side of Trust is... Instead they want to try and make the most of this and go top. There is going to be No dragon form, however. It's going to run out shortly. By the time they reach tower, Jabs is not going to be able to push quickly as he would like. Looks like they're just going to leave QO by himself down bottom. He can clear it out by himself. And they're going to send MP middle. Looks like for now MVP is going to ignore Trust. They say, hey, you can 5-man, that's fine. We're going to make the most of these lanes and try and get our 6 as quickly as possible. Like, Febby, still only 4.5. That 6 is going to be quite a ways away. You want that 6 as soon as possible in the bounty to have access to gold.
And that's just the farming efficiency of MVP right now, because MP, I mean, it's obvious that he didn't have a good lane, so by making the best of it, at the same time you want to make sure you get the levels on the bounty hunter to synergize nicely with the Doom, so this way, you know, it's going to work out. But Female now coming around with the back flank, Casket not going to land to anybody. They position themselves very nicely for that, and it actually looks like MVP may be able to get out of this. Actually, no, just kidding. MP gonna die here, delay out the wave of MP. Okay, he's just running away from this one. And here comes Q on the back line. Ooh, they will kill Fama from the high gun. Nice magic missile, but Q gonna pay for it. If his life, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade as MP. Not sure why he's kind of hanging around for nothing. Burn Charge may be able to take him down. The Battle Hunger is gonna provide a bit of movement speed, but the Tranquil Boots, he will be okay. They want to chase Dubu, who's up, trying to juke. Nope, caught in between two heroes. He's not running anywhere. He's gonna die to the rocket barrage, and actually, no, DK cleans up with the brief fire. So, 2-for-1 trade.
That was a pretty big mistake for coming out from Crow. Like, he comes down to the low ground, he goes in for the electric vortex. Without the follow-up, he'd want to zip out quickly, and either just gets caught with his pants down, Dragon Tail, and 5-second Thunder Reach. Huge for a Storm Spirit. Any sort of disable is going to kill him. MP has been spotted. Rest in pepperoni.
I'm not sure what he's doing there, but
playing hide and seek. It now.
Somewhere in the team is just like, I told you what you're doing there, and it's just like really bad because this opens up another power to pop the dragon form again, and he's already maxed out the dragon's blood, so Jabs is perfectly fine with in terms of sustain. But on the bright side, I mean, Axe 4F, he's picked up a very quick blink dagger.
Quite used it yet though. I suppose he's just waiting for the rest of his team to start finishing up their items. QO is getting quite close. Soul Booster?
He actually may be able to contest this because they have the Doom, they have the track ready, and the blink dagger, so this could work. But
they need the follow-up though. What's the follow-up? Is it just the axe?
I think they maybe. I think they want to come in. I know they will just pull Boom Bell all the way back. Here comes the call down. Doom onto Boom. Boom. Do they have a swap? No, she's not even level 6. Dox is gonna kill Storm Spirit actually. Iron Shell on the side, yeah, he used the Iron Shell. And now they're gonna keep on going, they wanna bring on the Gyrocopter, the Helicopter Man gonna die, this could be a track kill. And actually Lakel's, no, he's still going ham, he's gonna try and bring them on the trees, spread out the damage out, but no, one calling big kill. And the Venge will kill off Female with Febby, so that's quite a bit of track gold going their way. Trade, and actually it's 1,500 gold swing.
Wow, that's a pretty big swing in terms of gold. If you're Trust though, you are going to be thankful that none of that went to the pockets of QO because he died in the top by himself. Okay, and that was also, who was up in the top lane? DK and Night Stalker? Pretty sure it's them. Those two being able.
Especially since it's nighttime, so you've got the sun plus the silence, and QO doesn't have any items. He's still trying to make his way towards the Bloodstone, but this is where I kind of question whether the Bloodstone as the first item is ideal. Because usually you want like an Orchid to fight, but the Bloodstone just means that you're not going to be online for that much more. Unless you have that much trust in your team to get these kills, and you just clean up like the Bloodstone charges and snowball.
This is very QO-esque though.
Oh, look at Jabs, gonna get searched on looking for MP. Is that the hero you want? He will find MP, but the swap from Dubu saving him. And meanwhile, the silence for it, he's gonna find Emma dragging him all the way to the side, but here comes Jabs, brief fire into the vacuum, and he's just gonna walk this one up. Casket, MP may just kill his teammate, and the wall's even gonna commit it as well. But MP, RNG, not on his side. Magic Missile gonna go into Emma, and the brief fire is gonna chip him down a bit too low, but still he will get away safely. And now we see this bottom T2 gonna go down as QO continues to farm up the top lane.
Tower gets taken down. Back onto QO in terms of the Bloodstone. He is investing in Bloodstone because MVP is banking on the fact that once QO gets it, he's going to have extra HP to work with. They are going to start collecting kills onto it. They're going to try and snowball QO this item. But I can understand him maybe think about an Orchid this game, but I felt like he would have just been too squishy. Stunned up once by Signature.Trust and he only had an Orchid, he would die. Then at least with Bloodstone, he's got some extra HP to work with. He'll have the mana pool and snowball. I think that's just the biggest thing here. They need QO to start skating once that Bloodstone is done. A matter of how Bloodstone is going to come online.
You have to take into account as well, like after he gets the Bloodstone, yeah, that's gonna help his mana regen issues a bit, but it means that he has to go for so many defensive items, maybe like the heals, which is the cheapest, Lincoln Spear, the BKB. Just look at the amount of disables they have for him.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, Darkseer's gonna get a Hex, and you Natural Silence, you've got Stun. What do you even do? All this map control is being taken away by force. The Signature.Trust 13-7 in 16 minutes in, have a 3k gold lead. Net worth, EXP wise, is about 1500. And the items are starting to slowly pile in now. I mean, Gyrocopter actually went for a Dragon Lance. DK now has an initiation item.
Rather interesting to go for Dragon Lance. I guess he just wants to have the extra range for now, and then he's just going to change, or at least just, disassemble it? Maybe sometime later on.
Get into Butterfly. But now he's got the Casual Sign. She's actually very tanky, and both these teams up, not gonna run into anywhere. But actually, no. And if they walk the right direction, they may find Abba, who will show himself.
If they go mid though, they're just gonna run into each other.
Farm QO, farm new Bloodstone, fresh. So it's pretty good for F. Now they're gonna spot out the whole of MVP. Do they go for this? But the daytime vision's gonna scut them out near the T1. Now they're gonna pop the nighttime. Eva's gonna use the dust. He's gonna find Femi. Here comes Q, zapping all the way in, going straight for Boomdown. Here comes the corner. Boomdown's gonna get doomed up. And do we have a death one? Not really. Then Fema, yes, he will pop, but it's gonna get cancelled immediately by MP, who scores 11. Gyro the double kill, stop getting one, so there's one Bloodstone charge, but Q is out of mana, out of HP. And Eva gonna charge straight for 4F, who's so tanky, but he may not be able to run away from this as 3 heroes are chasing him. The Haiga MP just helpless and watching his teammate die. So a 3-for-1 trade. MVP looking for the aggressive play, but Signature.Trust reading it very, very well.
And nobody on MVP was able to throw their ultimate outside of the Doom. There was no chance for Axe to do anything. Bounty died right off the bat, so there was no track gold on the map here. Spirit didn't even get to get the swap off either. So that was a huge turn of events going in the way of Signature.Trust. They're going to grab an easy more gold into their pockets, and look at Jabs. He wants MP. MP is so dead here if he gets caught out. There's the stun. Couple of right clicks. He should get him here. Scorched Earth is going to buy time. He actually heals. Oh, it's enough to get him out of there. Unless someone can snipe him.
He gotta win 84 HP. Where is Boombell? 3-1 Boombell. Coming with the vacuum maybe, but no, actually we know here comes Kyo. Sitting all the way in. He wants to go kill. Is that really go for? He's so darn tanky. Not ideal. Did he get the catch window on the back ball? Vacuum back! Destroying MVP! But actually maybe not 2-for-1 trade. And now they can keep on going. 4F needs the RNG spin, but he's not gonna find it. And Kyo stunned up out of mana. He should be able to run away. Actually, he's gonna get swapped out, but Kyo, no, he will die anyway. And 4F and Dubu, oh, he gets one dunk. Can he find another? Fema popping the death forward, gonna do a bit of damage. The Maledic is ticking him low, and the track is providing 4F that bit of movement speed. But Jabs is just gonna do right click and can he spin again? No, it's gonna be a 3-for-2 trade. Favoring Signature.Trust. Who bought back?
Bought back.
Bought back?
He bought back. So that's going to be gold. Not available to Glow. He's
trying to solo kill Fame. Can he get the kill? Yes, he will. So consolation prize.
A witch doctor though. I guess it helps him get back a little bit of that buyback gold, but it's still going to be lost in terms of what he was supposed to get, like just 400 gold. And he's down to 10 Bloodstone charges. Like he originally had 13 or 14 there. I wasn't too sure if he was alive for the kill in that river fight, but he bought the Bloodstone, started up for 12. If you're at 10, not getting the better end of the stick for this Bloodstone, he needs to start accumulating Bloodstone charges. Can't afford to lose these charges. He needs to start stacking them up. So difficult.
Oh, the Doom, they find Jabs. Dubu, will he get the stun? Will. Where's Kyo? Does he zip in to this He's not going to commit to it at all, and on the vacuum back onto Dubu. This could be disaster of MVP. They're looking very, very desperate as Fabi is joining the party right now. The Chaos deserves that. Going to jump in, but Kyo goes out into the backline. Who does he go for? No, out of mana. Jabs maybe to stun him up, but actually no. The Shadow Blade, will he find anything? And actually, he all the way decided he's pushed out on the power.
Oh, Jabs.
Fabi's going to be chased out. Fabi going to die. Boobell, Dubu, they pop it. And actually, wait, does he have a vacuum? Not yet. 5 seconds. Boop. Oh, Jukes, Abba. Needs to cancel. Yes, he got great fire from Dragon Knight. So 2 for nothing and 361 gold swing as the gold graph is up in Signature.Trust favor. 5k gold lead, and this will be Roshan.
Oh jeez, this is really not going to go well. Oh, if Abba runs into Q, we have to zip back and play up, but no, that's not the silence, never mind. Boyd, if the silence was there, Q would have been dead. DK was on the way. Jabs was ready. That Shadow Blade. This game is looking terrible for MVP. Trust that they are playing so well as a team. Their synergy is really showing that they are making the most of the strength of their craft. They just put too much emphasis onto QO that because QO hasn't been able to start ballooning in terms of net worth, that can't really fall back to anyone else. Or was their mid-axe. He is not a hero that's going to scale, and MP, unfortunately, look at his farm. Like, he is not in a position to start a tempo controller for his team. Like, MVP have sort of funneled their draft into QO, and it's like, if QA doesn't blow up, it's gonna go boom.
Alright, so MVP right now, they're smoked up 3 heroes waiting on the high ground. They do sort of see Jabs, but it's nighttime. Non-existent QO. Oh, he plans to walk down, he will find QO. And actually with the scan, hang out Febby. So they do suspect the smoke gank and Lakel's. They actually may bait this Jabs. Shadow Blade, he does spot 3 heroes. They put a sentry down just in case the smoke they break on Dubu. So nicely done, perfect reaction coming up from Jabs, and he will just back off. So now they will go for a counter smoke up there and they make it time. Are you afraid of Batman? Because Batman's coming to your face. MVP.
Oh no, QO.
Right now.
If he gets caught,
Lost him in the high ground. Actually, no, really, he's nighttime rest. He will just zip away. Will they find anybody? They need somebody, one person at least. They're gonna find Dubu, but not Jabs going straight for 4F. Battle Hunger, bring him down, but Dubu will be the first casualty. Vacuum is back in 4F. Pop for the extra armor, but he's not running away from this as tanky as you are. You can't run away from 5 heroes. Or can you? Just kidding. Dragon Tail comes up to your face, and 4F will die. 2 heroes down, and this could be a T2. Middle lane QO is pushing into T1. The fortification will be used, but it's still just a T1.
Oh, Trust are looking so monstrous in this. There's no towers left outside of MVP's base, so this means that high ground is now finally an option for Trust. I'm actually rather curious if they consider Roche first, but decent heroes on the map.
They're going high ground.
How long is the Dragon Form going to be up for? Very long, so they want to try and at least get a little bit of tower damage in when the Dragon Form is up. They'll back up after this.
Just by getting the fortification out, that's still a huge. So this means that MVP there, it's not going to be easy for them at all. I mean, yeah, you can see the Orchid coming down on Storm's, but he's halfway done, or almost halfway done. But he's still so far away from it. And even with Orchid, who do you kill? You're gonna spend most of your mana zipping into the fight, zipping here and there, and who can you even kill? You have a mech up on the Darkseer, Night Stalker super tanky, 1700 HP. DK has almost 2k HP, that's gonna go up past 2k soon. Gyro is going for a KB soon. I don't even see what the Orchid, can do for you besides maybe killing off Doctor.
He may have to resort to just using it to silencing up one of the core heroes. I think in particular, you might want to be focusing on so he just can't go for those really good vacuum walls. Because we've seen a couple of times Boombell just throwing down the combo and that's it, but never mind, Guardian Greaves are up. He's not even a primary target unless you get him after the Guardian Greaves. I suppose here you may just have to consider going for a silence onto Abba so he can't pop that 8-second silence, or maybe even considering a Dark Side.
Alright, so gonna try and go for Boombell, but here comes the kills to the party. Like I said, the vacuum back cancels the TP. He's out of mana. Will he be forced to suicide here? Actually no, he zips away south. Somebody else is still chasing him now. And Fame, the stun, yes, he will commit suicide. That actually looked at perfect timing as the missile did kill him. But here comes Jabs, Juke, Dubu, Courier providing vision. Give a medal to that Courier as Dubu is gonna be chased down by Jabs. Coconuts, one dead bench, and
Courier.
Not look good for MVP at all, as MP now in the party. Here comes Ebba, he will be shadow blading out, but what do they even do? The idea here is probably to go for like a Silver's Edge for MP so that he can negate that tankiness on the DK. But nothing look good for them, and actually now Febby will die as well, Female committing the death ward. So MVP heroes dropping everywhere like grapes, and Signature.Trust just not. I don't know,
They can't.
Yeah, they will go Roshan now.
Just go Roche. There is nothing MVP can do. Oh jeez, this is just not a game QO. Down to 6. There's his 6 Bloodstone charges. Cooldown on the Bloodstone as well. Still hasn't finished the Orchid. Impact of the Spirit has... No. Can't really blame QO, it's just that Trust have been so aggressive at the and applying so much pressure. And oh, they were found QO!
Oh, QO Aegis Knight's not there! And the
Bruno! Jeez, look at the synergy between Signature.Trust. Spot on today. Spot on. Get a sticker. Medal.
I can't resist. At this point, you have to like do it the 4-way, just like Nisa, Onza, stuff like that. And really, really well played from Signature.Trust. They saw it coming, and I think at some point they even stopped just hacking the Roach because they knew that QO would try for it.
Oh jeez, this is looking... Trust, they're looking so good as a... This is definitely a Signature, right? We were talking about it before. Trust from team inconsistencies. Today they're showing up, but I kind of feel like maybe MVP are a little bit out of form, because it doesn't feel like the normal MVP we used to see. Their play has not been... I guess that's like best way to describe it today. MVP haven't really had that top-notch synergy that we're so used to. We mentioned before it could be them playing online because they play offline and at LANs where there's very little lag, or at least similar amounts of lag. But I definitely also want to trust it as well. They're doing so well as a team.
They are. I mean, I've actually favored this team way back, even before they were called Signature.Trust. Back then they were called Myth.Trust. So I'm really happy for Lakells.
I remember.
Those were the days, man. I mean, you could see where that's when Lakells he played these crazy Spectre anti-mage games where pretty much every single game against Myth.Trust was first banned on zero.
Rip Courier!
Never the respect.
Rip Courier! This also has the
Oh no! Orchid. Out there QO is going like bunch of Korean vulgarities. Yeah, he's spewing Korean vulgarities at point, and
he's probably losing hair.
Yeah, if you watched enough Korean drama, you know the words, so I'm not gonna say it. Family show, guys. But now MVP, they will be forced to run back to their base and hold this T3. Dragon Form's gonna be popped. Look at Boombound Feymal's positioning. Spell is ready for the counter initiation anytime. Kyo is going in. Oh no, what? Ever.
It's the QA play, may have just been baiting. Maybe try and bait some of the Trust here, jump on top. He really can't afford to be in the front lines though. It has 4F, but even then, like, even if 4F goes and initiates, the follow-up from the rest of isn't there. Like, you wish you had a Lina and Gyrocopter of your own.
4F going for the call, he's gonna try and pull the skeleton, now they're going for the straight in, the Doom, a nice vacuum, dragging an MP and QO, and Connor's gonna land at last, the second missile, and the Doom is gonna swap on MP, but that's about it, as the BKB is baited out from Lakells, and the range racks hasn't gone down, the melee racks, yes, still falling on jab, still in the Doom, just so darn tanky. QO out of time will be forced to run all the way back to the fountain to 4 extra mana region, and now we see the call for 4F, he needs to spin, no, he's not spinning it now, and now the rocket barrage, Lakells gonna destroy them though, and now we're gonna see them chase up the MP, will they kill him off? QO needs to do a bit more, he's gonna try and go for Abba, will he die here? Yes, he will finally go down, so one more Bloodstone charge, but now this is where Signature, they're like, we know you don't have buyback, Axe hasn't bought back, this is where we go for a second lane of racks.
Maybe actually could have thrown the track out before the shuriken, but just show how desperate they are to grab those kills, just going straight for spells, nuking down the MP, to get caught out here, initiate it,
oh, 3-man vacuum into the call down, but no, they will just walk off, so Lakells still has the Aegis, BKB up in 25 seconds, and the Urn plus the Voodoo duration. This is a second lane of racks. I mean, I don't even know what MVP do at this point. The heroes just don't scale in terms of racks. Look, Jab's gonna get swapped back into the fight, but Dubu, no, that's a mistake. That's not the play. Q out of mana again. MP, Scorchdove gonna be running away with the Shadow Blade, trying to burn down Lakells, maybe burn down this Aegis, but the Surge, he's just gonna run this one off. And you look at Febby, he's looking for it. Can he find it? Now the TP is taking forever and eternity, and he's looking for maybe a shuriken toss, but MP, no, he can't even burn down the Aegis. He will be vacuumed into his death. How about cleaning up shop with a vacuum?
Well, he just gets popped by
but they're going to initiate for him. Doesn't even get the call. The Cows will pop the BKB. She'll load himself onto him. Oh, this is just a disaster. The Colon's going to land again. Here comes the wall, zoning them out. And now Kyo is going to die. This is actually GG right here. And look for him. It's him against the wall.
Oh, he's spinning. He's spinning.
Oh, spin. No, they call the GG MVP. They give up. They can't take any more.
What a game coming out from Signature.Trust, just pulling out a T1 game out of nowhere, up against Six. I definitely would have to say that their draft contributed greatly to this series as well. They picked a great lineup of heroes. They were able to execute what Signature after. Whereas for MVP, like MVP, they were playing more or less reactionary in drafting a lot of heroes to play up against Trust.